Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is Jatan with all things Jatan, and today it's going to be like a vlog style video. I'm going to be doing somewhat of a maintenance video for you guys, so I'm going to bring you along. I'm super excited. For those of you that don't know this about me, I don't typically get nervous until like I'm in the chair of something. So this is going to be a new process for me. I've never had this done, so I was like, why not document it? Why not bring the fam along for the journey so I could tell you guys what I thought about the experience. Now, the person that I'm going to today is a longtime fave of mine. I have to ask like if I'm okay to say this because I don't know where people are, but I've seen her grow into the wonderful woman she is. She's a boss, she's a mom, she has her own shop and everything, and she's super young still, so I'm super proud of her, and I tell her that all the time. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring you guys along, and because this is somebody that I'm familiar with, I'm gonna stop to get her some of my favorite donuts. Okay, your girl is fasting, so I'm not eating at the time or whatever, so I'm just gonna bring her on my water. But I did ask like what type of things she ate. She was like, I'm pretty much like a Krispy Kreme donut type of person. She doesn't mind hash browns and stuff like that. So I was like, say less, honey, because if y'all know me and y'all have been here for a while, y'all know I always say that the best donuts I've ever had have come from this place called Sprinkle in Georgia. I ain't arguing with nobody over that. Like, fresh, fluffy, like, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go grab her some of those donuts. Even when she said it, I'm going to resist the temptation. However, I'm going to treat her to some donuts today. So I'm going to bring you guys along for that as well. The people that work there are always super nice and friendly. So yeah, we're going to go pick that up and then we'll be on our way. I would like to have some coffee, but I was told no caffeine or anything like that before. So I'll just try to grab it in that area or on my way home. Oh, and happy MLK Day. The kids are home from school. So I'm gonna be back in enough time to like kick it with them and everything. So y'all good niece Taylor has been knocked out. I just had to check on her before I left, and of course as soon as I started getting myself out the door, she got up. See, and this is what I'm saying. Like, no, you got something else going on. I don't even know if they open yet. Yes, this is not giving open. Oh, it's food around here. All summer, all summer, 4, 5 y'all, I have not picked y'all back up. It is Wednesday. The last time I picked y'all up was on Monday. So I wanted to come on and talk to y'all. And let me just say, I apologize for that because y'all know it's the new year. We are going to be consistent, but I wanted to tell y'all because I was leaving it out until I got there. And of course, when you catch up with somebody you have not seen in the longest time and you just want to tell them, give them their flowers. I forgot to cut the camera on, but I do have some things that were sent to me over my phone. And I also have stuff that I took over my phone. And don't mind the background, I ain't even hanging the coat up. But let me just give you all a quick update. And if you hear the noise in the background, I have my faucet running. Here in Georgia, the temperatures were in the double digits, in the teens. So with that being said, I didn't want my pipes to freeze and burst. So I've been having my water running since last night. And a little funny story, I have reached out to my other friends and we're like, hey, don't forget to like cut your pipes on. And you know, sometimes you see people say drip and I'm like, how much of it is like, does it matter like how fast it's coming out or the frequency of the water? And so I looked it up on YouTube and they were like, it should be like a little steady flow, like not a little bit more than a drip or whatever. So I went around the house and cut all of it on. And I also sent my friend because when we were talking, she wasn't sure. So I sent her the video as well. So she quickly said, oh, let me hurry up and go cut mine on outside. I didn't think of that. And I said, I'm gonna have to get at the guy because by this time I was tired. I was ready to go to bed and that was that. So I was telling another group of friends the same story that I just told y'all. And one of the girls in the group chat were like saying, oh no, she was like, my garage flooded last year. Go cut that pipe on. And I'm like, okay, God, I hear you. Like God got me up immediately to go cut the water on. Now the thing is, I've been in my house now for 4 years. I went to the left side of my house because that's where I knew there to be a hose. And I'm like, okay, but what if there is one like near my garage or whatever? Because I really did not feel like going out. It was cold last night too. So I went and cut that one on and of course like the water started coming out. It was like dripping. I went to the other side of the house and I was like, my daughter, I made Jordan go out and walk with me and she was like, you don't even have nothing on that side? Like, you know, the kids of today are a little bit on the lazier side. So she really didn't even want to go check with me. As soon as I got to the corner of my house, I was like, yes, we do. We got another hose hookup or whatever. And so I cut it on and nothing came out. But you could like hear it. Like, let me see if I could do it. So the sound, like when you first cut it on, like you could hear like maybe something's coming up. It did like that a little bit. So I didn't cut it off. I just let it do that. And when I went out to drop, Kason was the first one to leave this morning. So when she left this morning, I did go check on it. It still was nothing there. So needless to say, I don't know if that one ever works since me being in the house. And I said, maybe that's why I had my hose hooked up and connected towards the back of the house. Because if you think about it, people wash their cars in the garage. This house is the first house that I've ever owned with a garage. So needless to say, maybe that's why it's back there. You get what I'm saying? So knock on wood, my garage was fine and things of that nature, but I'm glad that she gave me that perspective and that clarity to go out there and do it. Because like I tell my kids all the time, sometimes you don't have to have a hard lesson that you went through on your own. You can learn from somebody else's experience. So I'm glad that she shared that with me. But needless to say, this is now day 3 of having nano brows. Because I had hair previously, well, I've always had hair. She didn't have to remove anything. All she did was like highlight or shade this area, make it longer so that like she said, my eyebrows would not be sisters, they would now be twins. I really love the shape. I feel like this gives me my look from when I was in high school when I used to get my eyebrows done. And fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I went to a vocational school, and if you're from up north, vocational schools mean something different depending on where you live. But back in Delaware, vocational schools offers you an opportunity to learn a skill co-op and work somewhere while you're in high school. So the skills that I learned, I went to cosmetology. That was the area of study that I did. And we still had our other areas as well. So we did skincare, we did eyebrows and stuff like that. And when we were learning eyebrows, and I was going to like the nail shops to get it done back in the day or whatever. Oh God, y'all, I'm saying back in the day. I'm feeling old, okay? But I feel good. So we're going to own that. But back in the day, like this eyebrow in particular was like very short. So like they say that it should come to like the corner of your eye, the corner of your nose and all of that. And that's how it should be. And I already had like a natural arch. When I got there, she was sanitizing everything, wiping down everything. She was very personable. She walked me through everything, and she was like, I'm going to map out your eyebrows. Let me know if there's anything you want to change, because that's not permanent then. But when she did the mapping and everything, I was like, girl, you got it. Like, it's like she grew up with my eyebrows. She knew exactly what it did, you know. And whenever I do like my makeup or whatever, I'll always pencil in my my eyebrows, because I like the fullness of my eyebrows. But over the years, I just feel like when they were over waxed and stuff like that, it would take out a large chunk of my eyebrows. So I'm so glad with the results. And she was like basically telling me that she only had to do about like 80 strokes per each eyebrow. She was like, sometimes people come in and they don't have anything, so she kind of has to be like a magician and, you know, really build it out. So if you would like a more permanent look, I highly recommend. This was not even something on my radar, was never even something, like, I love her work. I love like how she does lashes. Like that was like what I had planned on making an appointment for, which I still am. But I'm so glad that I went outside my comfort zone and I went and got this done, because I love the way that it looks. She was telling me, she was like, you know, most people say that the pain rate. Let me tell you how I think, right? So she put out an extra strength Tylenol, and y'all know I'm fasting for a spiritual reason. So when she put it out, I'm looking at her like, what's this Tylenol for? Like, so she was like, oh, you know, everybody's pain tolerance is different. I don't think that I understood what I was there to get done, you know. So she was like, as most people say that it's like a 3 or 5 or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, let me take it, because I didn't come here thinking that there was going to be any type of pain, okay? And I forget how she explained it to me, because she wanted me to like come in and be a model for it or whatever. That is like her passion. Like she loves doing like permanent makeup. You could tell when you get older, you realize what people's gifts are, and she is really living in her gift and her purpose or whatever. Sorry, that was my jump rope. So I took the extra strength Tylenol, she mapped out my eyebrows, and then she got to work. Now, while she was doing the work, my body kind of tensed up, because I didn't go in with any expectations. So when my body tensed up, like my phone is on my chest like this, and I think that she felt me tense up or whatever. And she numbed like my brows and everything. But baby, it was a tattoo. It still was a tattoo. And I will say that some areas were more sensitive than others. And she asked me, she was like, you know, how you feeling? I said, girl, it's about an 8. The pain level about an 8. Okay. Because I don't do well with pain. Y'all know from my iron infusions, I would, you know, have anxiety, like even going into the appointments, and I knew that it was going to make me feel better, so I would just have to stick it through. And that was like the same mind frame that I had this time around. And I'm like, you know, this is something you're doing for yourself. This is going to enhance what's already there. Like, and it was like, as soon as it started to get, because you don't know what to expect. Well, I didn't know what to expect. This is my first time. As soon as I started to feel discomfort, she was already done. So she let me know that I didn't bleed at all. So it said like on her workup sheet, and we communicated the night before. She was like telling me I can't have any caffeine or alcohol or anything like that. And she said that, you know, I didn't have any bleeding. Like, of course there was some redness, and there is still some redness in there. And she kept checking her work. So I'm so grateful that she was very thorough. Like, she went inside, and because I already had hair, like my own natural hair, she went ahead and added some strokes in there as well. So this is I love it. And when my mom called and she was talking to me on the phone, she just could not stop staring at them. And she was like, they look so good. They look so good. She also told me that this is probably like the darkest that they will be, like this and the day of. She said that it will fade about like 30% and give more of a natural look or whatever. But I'm going to put her information here. Her name is Whitney. She is the owner of the Artistry Vault. She's about to go on a tour, so depending on where you are, if you are trying to get into esthetician, permanent makeup, waxing, eyelashes, and I could be wrong, hold on, let me, y'all know I like to be actual and factual. So she is going on tour. She's going to like a few different cities and states and stuff like that. So let me just see where she will be, because she offers training and stuff like that. So let me cut my phone down because I don't want to get copyright. But she's going to be in Boston February 24th, Kansas. Oh, it's going a little too fast. Hold on now. Wait, I'm gonna put the information down here for y'all. But I believe the classes are going to be lash training, ombre brow training, lip blush tattooing, brow wax, and tint. So those are all of the things that she's going to be offering on her tour. She will be going to 7 cities over the next 6 months. So that is a great opportunity, like I said, for you to become a certified esthetician, lash tech, or whatever. So she's going to Boston, Kansas City, Chicago, Washington, D.C. Hold on, y'all. Orlando, Florida, Phoenix, and Las Vegas. So again, I'm going to put her information in the box down below. My breakfast on Monday was amazing. I didn't even get back on here because we were dealing with weather alerts and stuff like that. So I found out that the kids didn't have school and they were all too thrilled to be at home. And Jordan was like, oh mom, you just thought you was gonna have the house to yourself, and God humbles you. So it was hilarious, like their reactions. And I was like, I just knew Taylor was gonna have school, and she was like, oh, you thought, mind you, that's my youngest or whatever. But I just wanted to come on and fill y'all in. That was what my maintenance was. And again, I love them, highly recommend, and I'll keep y'all posted to let y'all know. Like, I haven't had any scabbing, like that is normal. I've been washing them with antibacterial soap and then putting on Andy. I still feel like my face is a little dry, like I did just get out of the shower or whatever. But yeah, so I will see you guys on the next video. God bless you all. Love you. See you next time.